Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back. Helen here with Droid Life. And yes, there's a giant 6 in front of me. No, this is not the iPhone 6 or the iPhone 6 Plus. This is Google's latest. This is the Nexus 6. We've got one in hand, so it's time to unbox, do some first impressions, and kind of start cracking away on getting a review for you ready down the road. This is a review unit from Google. And you can see I've already cut it open to save us some time. So let's just do a quick unboxing, boot it up, and show you guys the Nexus 6 in hand now that we finally have it. So plain white box, obviously, you can see that. Here is the device, and we have the midnight blue version. Also comes in white, but this is the this is the midnight blue. So set that down, see what else is in here. Looks like you have a traditional quick start guide, and then in the box, turbo charger. So Motorola obviously made the phone. They're also making what they're calling the turbo charger, which utilizes Qualcomm's quick charge 2.0 technology. Allows you to charge a device much faster than a traditional USB charger. So those come in the box with the Nexus 6. If you were to buy one separately, they're $35 through Motorola's shop. The Droid Turbo also comes with one. The new Moto X supports it, but does not come with one when you buy one. So, all right, we've got the device in hand. Here it is. So Nexus 6, big old 6-inch quad HD display. Let me finally pull that off of there. So let's see. Let's run through it all. Okay, so 6-inch quad HD display up front. It's a big device. You can see in hand. It even makes the Google logo look small. In hand, though, it is a giant phone, but it looks a lot like the new Moto X. So it kind of has that curved back. Also has the metal frame going around it. You do have the Motorola dimple, although this is much more like the dimple of last year's Moto X rather than this year's. This year's sort of looks like an oddly placed extra large button. This is pretty much like the dimple that we all loved about the original Moto X. Also have Nexus logo there. 13 megapixel camera up top with optical image stabilization and that ring flash that we saw on the Moto X. So again, 6-inch quad HD, which is 493 pixels per inch, Gorilla Glass 3 on there. You're looking at a device that is just 10.06 millimeters thick, and it weighs 184 grams. So it's not light. Although I will say I was expecting the device to be really heavy when I saw that spec, but it feels like the weight's distributed pretty evenly. So it actually doesn't feel terrible in hand, other than the fact that it's giant. Again, 13 megapixel camera on the back. You do have dual front-facing speakers, so up top and bottom there. So the Moto X has a similar setup, except they're not really dual speakers, but you do have those on the Nexus 6. So we'll see what the audio experience is like there. I would imagine it should be pretty decent. You have 32 gig or 64 gig storage options, and you're looking at $649 with no contract for the 32 gig version, or $699 for the 64 gig version. No micro SD support there. You have a quad-core 2.7 gigahertz Qualcomm Snapdragon 805 processor on the inside. It's the latest and greatest from Qualcomm at the moment with an Adreno 420 GPU. 3 gig of RAM. You have 802.11 AC Wi-Fi support. 3,220 milliamp hour battery on the inside. So pretty big battery. Not quite the 3,900 milliamp hour battery that's in the Droid Turbo, but should be plenty big, assuming it's been optimized properly. Nano SIM, micro USB, 3.5 millimeter audio jack up top here, and there's your SIM tray as well. And that's pretty much it. You do have global availability. Essentially, or it should at least work on just about every network across the globe. It's also going to be available at Verizon, AT&T, T-Mobile, Sprint, and US Cellular here in the US. And we don't have official launch date other than from T-Mobile. We know it's coming November 12th. And on the right side here, haven't mentioned this yet, there is your power button and volume rocker. And so on the Moto X, they're up a little higher, but that device is obviously smaller. So they've slid down so that when you're holding the device like this, you can get to both of those buttons, no problem at all. So yeah, that's a quick tour. You'll notice I did boot it up. And so here is the new Lollipop welcome screen. I do want English. And we are going to skip Wi-Fi. Yep, let's just skip. I do have my Verizon SIM in there, since you guys know I've already tested the device. So yeah, this is sort of a faux unboxing. Tap and go. You can actually quickly set up your device now, which is kind of cool. Google's done this new thing where you can take your old device, use NFC, and tap it to your new one, and it'll basically start transferring everything over, which is really handy. So let's let it finish setup here. And yeah, we're going to skip that. Skip. And I am Kellen, and there's that white new Lollipop keyboard skin. Switch back to the other color if you want as well. And setup complete. So we are in, and here is Lollipop running on the Nexus 6. So, you know, we've done a whole bunch of tours of Lollipop. You guys know what it looks like, most of the functionality, most of the features, things like that. You can see there is Android 5.0, Nexus 6. So we're not going to necessarily do a tour at this point in time, but you know, you swipe up for Google Now. You've still got your notification area with your quick toggles. So far though, that's kind of it. I did want to show you this if I can. Device laying down, pick it up. Nope, didn't like that. It does have sort of an active display like functionality, where you can pick up your device and the screen will come on, and you probably need some notifications in order for that to happen. So it's not happening just now. Let's see if we can make it happen though. And if I can't, I apologize. We will come back and try it again. But basically that's it. That's the quick look at the Nexus 6. We're going to have a whole bunch more shortly. There we go. So I picked it up and it's showing me notifications and the time. So it's kind of like Motorola's Moto display, which is an awesome feature. I'm really glad they did that. You should also be able to say, "Okay, Google," and you can do that from anywhere. And you should be able to do that with the device in a sleep state as well. There's all your Google apps. And yeah, that's all we really want to show you for now. We'll do some comparisons, do some other things in a little bit, but this has been an unboxing of Google's new Nexus 6. If you guys have comments, questions, want us to test anything in particular, feel free to drop those below. For now though, we're Droid Life. We're out. Peace.